Hello, this is just a quick video because a couple of people asked if I could demonstrate how I set the trysail on the stay which runs up the mast. So I'll just swap it over here. So I'm having to do this now, although the mainsail is off the boom because the mast's coming down, so I thought if I don't do this now I'll never get it done till next year. So the tack of the sail goes onto this ring here, which originally was for a bearing out strut, but we don't use that anymore. So you just make that off with a round turn and 2 half hitches. That's important because it can be released under stress. Then the witchard hooks go onto this stay. Now it's fastened like this, you can see the base of the mast, and it runs all the way up to above the cross trees to a point above where the head of the sail is going to be. Now the huge advantage of this is that you can just snap these hooks on like that. It's got around the main halyard as well. Very easy to do, one-handed. The boom would normally be lashed down to the cockpit winch. I've got a little handhold right beside that, so it chocked up against the winch and lashed to the handhold. The topping lift is on a snap shackle at the end of the boom. That comes off and that becomes the trysail halyard. And when you're putting it on, you will find that if you're hove to beam onto the wind, it lies very quietly against the shrouds, doesn't flap about. You can put the sheet onto it, take that back to the spinnaker sheet, and then take in a bit of slack and just hoist up from the cockpit, and up she goes. There is one disadvantage to this system, and as you will see, it has rubbed off the anodizing. There it is again, even worse there. And this happened because I was using the trysail in the place of a mainsail which had been torn, and I was trying to go downwind with it, and that meant that the hooks pressed against the mast. If it had been used what it's supposed to be used for sailing upwind, this wouldn't have happened because the tension on the sheet would pull the stay away from the mast. But it's too late, I've only discovered that now. But if you do it, you don't have to make that mistake. So there you go. It's a wonderful sail, absolutely marvelous, as long as there's enough wind, and you can pull it up to windward by putting a second sheet to the other spinnaker block. You can play with it and do do all sorts of things. So there you go. Wish you well. Bye.